Hello everyone, this is Yamin and welcome to Laravel Library Management System project tutorial for beginner. So in the previous tutorial, we let the admin delete the data on the book table. So in this tutorial, we let the admin update any book details. So we let the admin update the book name, author name, price, quantity, category or the images as well. So for it, let's just go back to our code and we'll just directly go to our show_book.plate.php and here you can see we have the delete header. So we just copy this and after it we are going to have a button called update. So we are going to say here update and let me just go down and here you can see this is the TD for delete. So we are going to mention another TD here and this TD will be for update. So in this anchor tag we are going to say update, then we'll mention a bootstrap class for this anchor tag. So let's say here class, it will be btn. Let's save it and let's go back to our browser. Then let's refresh and there you can see we have the update button over here for each book. So right now what we are going to do is that if someone click on this update button, it will take the admin to another page where the admin will be able to update the data of that specific book. So for it, what we are going to do first is that inside this href, we are going to give to second bracket. Then we are going to send our URL to first bracket to single quotation. Let's say the URL name will be edit_book. And just like delete, in order to update the specific data, we also need to get the book ID as well. So let me just copy this book ID and I'm going to paste it here, book ID. So save it and right now we'll create a route for this. So let's go to routes, then web.php and here let me just copy this route, then paste it here and the route name will be edit_book. So let me just copy this, then we'll paste it here. We'll also cache the ID that we are sending from here and we'll use the admin controller. The function name will be edit_book. Let's save this. Then let's go to our admin controller and in the admin controller we are going to say here public function edit_book. We'll keep to first bracket, then we'll say here $ID, then we'll keep to second bracket. So from here let's just return a simple view. So we'll say here return view to first bracket single quotation, it will be admin dot, let's say the blade file name will be edit_book. So let's save this and right now let's go to our admin folder, right click on it, click new file and we'll say here edit_book.blade.php, Ctrl S and save. So here let's just say simple HTML, then inside this body we are going to say edit_book. So right now what will happen is that if someone click on this update button, it will call this URL with the ID and this URL will call the admin controller edit_book function and this edit_book function will return us to this view which is this one. So right now if we just refresh here and if we click on this update button, there you can see in the URL there is 4 where I want to get the ID and here it is seated edit_book. So right now what we are going to do is that, okay, let me just go to the XAMPP admin and we'll go to our library table, then the book table. So here from this book table we are going to show the specific data for this specific ID. So in order to do that, what we are going to do is that we'll go to our admin controller, then we'll declare a variable, let's say $data equal to, we'll mention our model name which is book, to double clone, we say here find to first bracket $ID. And after it, what we do is that we just keep a comma here, then we'll say here compact to first bracket data. So we are getting the specific book data, then storing it in this $data variable and sending this $data to this view like this. Okay, so right now we'll just go to our edit_book.blade.php and using the $data from here, we'll be able to show the book details. So we are trying to get only on data from here. So for it, we do not need to give any for each loop. So we can just say on here $data, this arrow sign, and For example, let's say we want to get the title, and here you can see title is written over here like this. So we'll say here title. So if we now save it, then if we now just refresh here, there you can see we're able to get the book title over here. So the same way we'll also be able to get the price, description, quantity, book image, everything. So let me just go back from here, and let's choose this one. Here you can see the book title for this is dwarf. So right now if I click on update, there you can see the title over here dwarf is showing. So right now first of all let's add a design, the header, the sidebar design and the body design in this page. So for it let's go back and let me just remove everything from here. And right now just like before we'll go to our index.relate.php, then Ctrl A, Ctrl C, and we'll paste everything in this edit_book.relate.php. And from here we are going to remove this admin.body. Then let me just go to the body.relate.php and let me copy this 3 div. Then I'll paste it over here, and we also need to close the div as well. So div closing, and div closing. So right now inside this div we are going to make some input field, but let's just save it and let me show you how our page look right now. Refresh, and there you can see this is how our page look right now. So we are going to have some input field over here so that admin can update the specific data for a book. So let's go back, and here we are going to mention a div. Then in this div we are going to have a first let's add a title, let's say John, and here we are going to say update book. Then we are going to mention a form here. Then in this form let's write over here div. Then in this div we are going to have a label name will be book title, and after that we have a input field. So input type will be text, name will be title, and for this we need to say over here value. And what will be the value? We'll give 2 second bracket, and we'll say here $data, this arrow sign, title. Just like before, I showed the title, a book title. So if we just write this inside the value, then the value of the book title will be shown in the input field. So right now if we save, then if we now refresh here, there you can see in the book title dwarf is written over here. So the same way in the input field we'll be able to show the author name, price, description and everything. So let's go back, and let me just copy this div, Ctrl C, and I'm going to paste it 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So after book title let's add over here author name, and for author name will be author_name. So the type will be text, and here you can see $data title. So instead of $data title we need to write over here author_name. So we say here author_name. After that let me just check it again. We have price, description, quantity, category ID, and then book image. So let's say over here price, then here we are going to say quantity, and here for the price value will be $data price, and for quantity value will be $data quantity. After quantity we have the description. So we say here description, and value will be description, and we also need to change the name over here as well. So let me just copy this name for the price. We'll say over here name equals to price, then for quantity name will be quantity. So we'll say here name equal to quantity. For description let me copy it and paste it here for now, and after description we'll have the category. And one more thing, okay, description won't be inside input field, it will be actually text area. So let me just say over here text area, and inside this text area we are going to give 2 second bracket, then we say here $data, this arrow sign, description, and the text area name will be description. And let me just remove those two div for now, and let's just save it, and let me just show you how it looks. If we now refresh our here, there you can see we have all the input field with a specific data. So let's add the category select option and also show the book image and the author image. So for it, let's go back, and here let me just give a div. So let's say over here level, and level will be category, and for category it will be different. So here we are going to say select tag, and inside this select tag we are going to say over here option. And first of all, we need to show the all the category from the table called categories. So we have a lot of categories, and we are going to show all those category over here. So for it, first of all, we need to go to our admin controller, and over here we are going to declare variable, let's say $category equal to, we are going to mention the category model name, then we'll say over here all. So we get all the category name, and we also need to send this category over here from here. So we are going to set inside compact data and category like this. So let's save it, and let's go to our edit_book.blade.php, and over here before this option we are going to say @ for each $category as $category, and this for each loop will end after this option. So we say here @end for each, and here inside this option we are going to give 2 second bracket, then we are going to solve out here $category, this arrow sign, and for the category here you can see for the category the title is like this, cat_title. So we are going to say here cat_title, and here we need to mention a value, and value will be the same thing. So let me just copy this and paste it here, then save it. So right now if we just refresh here, there you can see it is showing us all the category, but we want to see the category of this specific book. It is showing us all those categories: fiction, adventure, science, story, biology. But for this specific book, okay, let me just check the category for, let me go to the show books, and here you can see book of life. For this one the category is story. So right now if I click on update, it is showing us fiction, not story. So for it, what we need to do is that we'll go back, and before this for each loop we're going to mention another option, and in this option we're going to use this $data to show the categories. So inside this option we're going to give 2 second bracket, then we're going to show over here $data, this arrow sign, and the category that we are storing in this book table, we are storing this category ID as a foreign key. So in order to get the category name from a foreign key, we need to say over here category, this arrow sign, and we need to say over here cat_title. In the previous tutorial I already showed you how we write this in order to get a data from a different table. So I hope you understand, and here you can see option value. So it will be actually category ID, not cat_title. We'll show cat title over here, but we'll store the ID actually. So for this option we again need to say over here value, and value will be $data, this arrow sign, this will be category_ID. And let me just show you, if we just go to the book table, here we can see category_ID. So we are going to directly get the category ID since it is in the same table, but the category title is in the different table. That's why we are writing it like this. So I hope you are clear. Just check out or read this code again, what is happening, then you will be more clear. So right now if we just save it, then if we now just refresh over here, There you can see it is showing us over here story, which is the category for that certain book. Let me just go to the show book and let's choose this book. Here you can see Broken Blade and the category is adventure. So right now if I click on update, here you can see it is showing us adventure written over here. So right now let's go and show the images of book and author image as well. So let's go back to our code and we'll just after the select option we'll have one more div, and here we're going to show the image, and for showing the image let's say over here Laravel, we're going to say current let's say author image, and here we're going to mention the image tag, and using this image tag we're going to show the image, and we store the author image in the author folder, in the public folder. Here you can see we have the author folder over here, so we are going to mention this folder name over here. So we say here author slash, then we'll give to second bracket, and we are going to say dollar data, this arrow sign, and let me just go to the database table. Here you can see we write it over here like this, author underscore image. So we'll say here author underscore img. Let's just add the style over here directly. We are going to say over here style with, it will be 80 px, and let's add a border radius. Border radius, it will be 50%. So save. Then if you now refresh here, okay, the image is missing. Let me just give another slash over here before the author, like this. Let's save it. Let me refresh, and there you can see we are able to see the author image. So right now let's show the book image, and in order to show the book image, let me just copy this, Control C, then Control V over here, and we say over here current book image, and we'll remove this border radius from here. We'll only keep the width over here, and the folder name will be book. For book, here you can see for book we use the folder name called book, and instead of author underscore image it will be book underscore image. So let's save, then let's refresh, and there you can see we are able to see the book image, but there is no option to update the book image. So right now we're going to add file option for each book. So for it, let's go back, and after this author image we're going to give another div here, and in this div we're going to say label, and label will be change author image, and for this level we're going to add a input field. So the input type will be file, and the name will be, let's say, author underscore img, and for the book we'll do the same thing. Let's mention a div, then for this div we are going to have a level. We are going to say here change book image. For this level let's go and add a input field. Let's add an input field. Input type will be file, and name will be book underscore img. So let's go and add one more div over here, and in this div we are going to have an input field for submit button. So input type will be submit, and let's mention a class, bootstrap class. Class will be ptl, let's say earning. Save it, and let's also add a value over here for this button. Let's say value will be update book. Let's save, then let's go back, then let's refresh, and there you can see we have all the input field, everything over here, and we have the update book button over here. So first of all let's do one thing, and that is let's keep everything in the center, and let's change the button from earning to info, and here we just go at the top, and here you can see we have a div. So we are going to mention a class, and the class name will be div underscore center, And using this class, we are going to make everything in the center. So right now we'll be at the top, and inside the head section, we are going to say here style. Then in this style, we are going to say dot div underscore center. Then to second bracket, we are going to say text align will be center, and then we'll say margin, it will be auto. Save. Then let's refresh here. There you can see everything is in the center except the image, but we'll fix that later. So here you can see update book. Let's just add some design for this first. Let's go back, and for this update book, we're going to say over here class. Let's say here title, and let's at the top, we're going to say here dot title. The second bracket, we'll say color, but the title will be white. And we'll add a padding for it. We'll say here padding, it will be 30 px. Font size, it will be 30 px as well. Then font weight, it will be bold. Let's save it. Let's go back and let's refresh, and there you can see. So right now let's go and fix the level for each input field. So let's go back, and here for the label tag, we are going to say over here level. Since level is a tag, we do not need to give any dot for it. We'll keep the second bracket. We're going to say over here display, it will be inline block, and we're going to say here width, it will be 200 px. Save. Then refresh here, and there you can see it looks proper right now. Now let's go and add some gap among them, I mean the padding. So let's go back. So in order to add the padding over here in this div, let's mention a class. Let's say the class name will be div underscore pad, and let me just copy this class name, Ctrl C, and I'm going to paste it for each div over here. So let me select every div over here. Then it will be this, and this is the last one. So we paste it over here, and after that we're going to write a CSS style for this div underscore pad. So let's get the top, and here we're going to say dot div underscore pad to second bracket, and we're going to say over here padding, it will be 15 px. Save. Then refresh here, and there you can see there is right now padding. So right now let's make this image in the center. So for it, let's go back to our code, and we'll just directly go down, and here you can see we write some style over here. So here we're just going to say margin, it will be auto, margin auto. And for book image, we'll also do the same thing. We're going to say over here margin, it will be auto. Let's save, then let's refresh, and there you can see everything is in the center. So right now what we'll do is that when someone changes anything over here, then click on this update book button, the data in the table will be updated as well. So right now for it, let's go back to our code, and we'll go at the top, and here you can see we have a form. So in this form we are going to say action, then we are going to say here method will be post, and then we are going to say over here enc type, and enc type will be multipart slash form data. After that we need to mention over here at the rate of CSRF token, like this. So we need to use multipart form data because we want to upload some file, and we use CSRF token for security purpose. The method will be post, and here in the action we'll give to second bracket. Then in this second bracket we're going to say URL to first bracket to single quotation, and we're going to say here update underscore book, and we also need to send the ID for which book data we want to make some changes. So let me just say over here $data, this arrow sign ID. So the $data we are sending from the admin controller. Okay, So we are mentioning this over here in order to get the ID. So let's save this, and right now let's go and create this route. So we'll go to our web.php. Then let me just copy this route, Control C, then Control V over here. The route will be over here post, not get, it will be post. And the route name is, let me just check, the route name is update underscore book. So we'll say here, update underscore book. We are also sending the ID from here. Then we'll use the admin controller. The function name will be update underscore book. So right now let's go to our admin controller and create this function. So we'll go to our admin controller. We're going to say over here public function update underscore book. First of all, what we'll do is that we want to get the data from here. The title, author name, price, name, quantity, description. So for it, we need to write over here request, then $request. And we are also sending a ID from here. So we also need to cache the ID with our here $ID. Then we'll give to second bracket. And let me just do one more thing over here. Here I forgot to give the name for the select. So here I'm going to say over here name. It will be category, let's say only category. So save it. So let's go back to our admin controller.php, and first of all we'll declare a variable. We'll say here $data equal to, we'll mention the book model name. We'll say over here book to double tone. Then we'll find the specific ID for which we want to make some changes. So we'll say over here $ID. So we'll get the specific book ID and store it in this $data variable. And after that, what we are going to do is we're going to say over here $data, this arrow sign, and just like before, just like insert, we're going to get the name from here, title, author name, price, description, quantity, everything. So over here, we're going to set title equal to, we'll request the title. So we say over here request, this arrow sign, and this request is this one. And we'll say over here, if you go to edit underscore book, for book title, the name is title. So we're going to say over here in the admin controller title. So after book title, we have the author name. So let me just copy this, paste it here. So here we need to write author name. So let me just check it over here. We write it over here like this, author name. And we write it over here, author name, the same way. So let me just select here and here. We're going to say author underscore name. So after author name, we'll say the price. So let me select here and here. We'll say over here price. Then we'll say here quantity. Let me select here quantity. After quantity, we'll have description. We'll say here description. After description, let's say over here category, and let me just check. For category, over here name equal to category. Okay. So we'll say over here it will be request category, and let me just check in the browser. I mean in the table here it is written over here like this, category underscore ID. So we'll say over here category underscore ID. So we still have the image part, book image and author image. So what we are going to do is that we can just copy that code from the insert. So here you can see we are first of all getting the book image and the author image over here. So let me just copy this code from here. For the book image, here you can see book, the author, we have the if condition over here. So let me just copy it from here and we'll paste it over here. So here you can see $book image. This is just a variable, and we are requesting the image from our edit underscore book. And here let me just check the name. For book image, the name is also book underscore image. So we'll first get the book image and store it in this book image variable. After that, we'll declare a variable for author image and request the author image from here. And here you can see name equal to author underscore image, author. So I write over here O. So instead of O, let's say over here E in order to match with this. And after that, we are checking if someone want to change the image. So if there is any new image, then it will change the image name and update it in the database table. And if there is any new author image, then it will change the image name and update it in the database table. So right now we are just going to say over here $data, this arrow sign, save. And after saving the data, let's say we'll send the user back to the not here, we'll send the user back to the show books over here in this page. So we are going to mention this URL. So we are going to say over here return redirect to first bracket single quotation this URL. So let's save it and let's go back. So right now let's say we'll update this one. So we click on here update, and let's say the book title will be Sarah Mars, this one. And right now if we now click on this update button, okay, we got this error SQLite invalid datetime format $data category IDs. So let's go back to our code and we'll go to our blade file, and here you can see select name category, and I forgot to give 2 second bracket over here, so we need to give 2 second bracket over here. Save it and let me check. The thing is I made a spelling mistake over here. It will be description. Let me just fix it. Description. And I hope there is no more error. So let's go back. And here you can see book title Book of Life. So let's change it to Sarah Must. And let's say price will be 150 over here. Let's say quantity is 10. Author name, let's say Restipper. Then category, okay. Then let's add some description. Let's say random things. Let's keep the image for now and let's click update book. It reloaded, and there you can see the name change, author name change, price, quantity, everything changed over here. So let's click on update again, and this time let's change the author image from here. So let's click over here, change author image, choose file, and let's choose this one, then click open and click update book, and there you can see the author image changed over here. So let's try to change the book image as well. So let's click on update and let's change the book image to this one, then click open, then click update book, and there you can see book image is also changed. So right now after updating the book, let's show a message over here that data updated successfully. So for it, let's go back. We'll go to our admin controller. Then let me go down. And here we're going to say with to first bracket to single quotation, we'll say here message, and the message will be book updated successfully. Save, and here you can see message, and we need to catch this message in the show underscore book. So here we already write the if condition in order to catch the message. If session has message deep plus alert success, we are showing the message with the close button. So let's save it, then let's go back, let's click on update, and let's update the author image. Author image will be, let's say, this one, and the book image will be the previous image, which is this one. Click open, and let's change the description, a great journey. Everything is fine, and click update book, and there you can see book updated successfully, and we have the author and book image updated over here as well. So this is all for this tutorial. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any question or any problem, just let me know in the comment section, and I hope to see you in the future tutorial.